Jail is the place where the most dangerous criminals are kept. Sometimes these innocent people are also imprisoned, but today I am going to tell you about the following in this video. One of the Turin jails is considered to be a place from where running away was almost impossible, where living was not less than a punishment. Friends, Kaala Pani jail remains in the Nicobar Islands in India. The date of this jail built on a poisonous is 116 years old. How did this jail become? For this we have to go to 1850 intake. Friends, this was the year when all in the continent, i.e. where today Pakistan, India and Bangladesh are present. Here the port was also a secret, but in 1945, the freedom movement against the British rule started. It is obvious that Britain wanted to suppress this movement, and then they arrested 200 people involved in this freedom movement and MNAs and emails in India. 238 prisoners tried to escape from this island in this set, but all of them were caught. 87 of them were hanged. 298 was the year when the freedom movement had gained momentum from the British Raj. Wanted to get in, the British Raj needed Burgess where the people involved in the freedom movement could be imprisoned. There was also a fear of British Raj in memory, and secondly they started building one thing on end boy end. This is the same thing that goes to the Blackwater prison. Over time this thing became a symbol of fear. Friends, the prison was built in 10 years. Kaala Pani was a jail mate, and in the middle of this building there was another building where they used to keep an eye on this lake. This building was 2 stories, which contained 696 30 things. Then there was only one marriage in the jail because the prisoners, they were not even allowed to meet each other. But it is not so much that living in it was no less than a punishment. In the British Raj, this lake was built thinking that the people who participated in the freedom movement did shirk as much as possible. In this prison, the prisoners lived a completely lonely life. They were given different names, and it was said that these tasks have to be completed in a certain time. The prisoners were also asked to write leave continuously for several hours. It was not an ordinary thing. Coconuts were ground in this mill and taken out of it, that the prisoners were chained and thought of walking the mill for several hours. The prisoners were handcuffed and kept standing for a week. Some prisoners were kept in complete darkness for several months, and there were many prisoners who did not give food for 4 to 4 days. Another terrible thing about the jail was that there were no toilets. The prisoners used to speak 2 meters a day. Once they had to eat, and others had to say this to them for the use of toilets. All the inhuman things that came to the mind of human beings were to eat a lot here. So here the prisoners were given food that was not fit for humans to eat. It used to be accompanied by rice with stones inside it. There were many prisoners whose death was eating food. They needed a toilet, and secondly they should have eaten something that at least one person would have to do with the black water on this remote island of his happiness. So the story of how this happened is also very strange. In 1739, when the Second World War was going on, Japan attacked this prison and captured this difficulty. In 1947, when the Second World War ended, this lake was almost closed, and thus it did not end. But even today you can go to see this prison on this island. If you like the video, then definitely like the video, subscribe to this channel to watch such videos, and sit on the heart, and the videos of Pakistan have also been getting notifications.